most expensive thing you will ever buy is looking rich. You can walk through any office parking lots and you'll spot it. The lease German sedan in the best spots, the designer bag, the watch worth more than the car parked next to it. Everything about it says wealthy. The bank account behind it says something completely different. So how did looking rich become the fastest way to stay broke? By the end of this video, that parking lot will look completely different. Hey, I'm Rod. I built this channel because when I was starting out, nobody made money simple. So let's change that. Here's exactly what we're covering today. First, the appearance tax, the hidden bill you pay every time you buy something to be seen. Second, why smart people keep paying it, even when they know better. And third, the 3 moves that get you off the treadmill for good. Let's get into it. Section 1, the appearance tax. 2 people, same building, same $70,000 salary, completely opposite futures. Meet Trent, new truck every few years, a closet that rotates with the seasons, weekend trips that look incredible online. Now meet Shane, paid off sedan with a dent he never fixed, plain clothes, brings lunch most days. If you had to bet on who's wealthier, most people would pick Trent. They'd be wrong, and not by a little. Trent has about $400 in checking 3 days before payday and $19,000 in debt that has nothing to do with the house. Shane has 11 months of expenses saved and investments that compound while he sleeps. Same income, opposite outcomes. The difference? One spent years buying the appearance of wealth, the other bought the real thing. That gap has a name, the appearance tax. Every dollar spent looking rich is a dollar that can never compound into being rich. Let's make it concrete, because numbers change behavior, abstractions don't. Trent finances a truck at $770 a month. That's the national average for a new vehicle right now. Shane's used car costs $350, then nothing once it's paid off. The gap is about $420 a month. Feels small, right? Watch what it does. Invest that $420 at 7%, a conservative index fund return, and after 20 years, it's over $200,000. Give it 30 years, more than $500,000. That flashy truck was never competing with a cheaper car. It was competing with a paid-off house, early retirement, and the freedom to walk away from a job that drains you. The appearance tax never feels like a tax because the bill arrives decades later, disguised as options you no longer have. But why do smart people keep paying it anyway? That's where this gets uncomfortable. Section 2, why your brain keeps paying. The trap isn't an accident. It was engineered for the exact part of your brain that craves status. A $50 watch tells time exactly as well as a $50,000 watch. So what does the extra money buy? A signal for strangers who forget you in seconds. Over a century ago, sociologist Thorstein Veblen named this conspicuous consumption. We don't buy things because we need them. We buy things to send a message. And here's the twist everyone misses. The people most desperate to send that signal are usually the ones who can least afford it. Real wealth goes quiet. Researchers Thomas Stanley and William Danko proved it in the Millionaire Next Door. The typical millionaire drives an unremarkable car, lives in a modest home, and spends far less than they could. Meanwhile, a huge share of people who look wealthy are running on borrowed money, which means the guy in the parking lot with the leased sedan and the watch, statistically, he's the broke one. Now, quick question, be honest. When's the last time you bought something partly because of who would see it? Because in 2026, this programming has a delivery system no other generation faced, the endless scroll. Researchers now call the result money dysmorphia, a distorted view of your own finances, driven by constant comparison. Studies show more than 4 in 10 Gen Z and millennials experience it, and around 95% of them say it's actively hurting their finances. Overspending, taking on debt, giving up on saving because it feels pointless next to the lives they scroll past. But here's what nobody posts: the budget spreadsheet, the quiet Saturday at home, the anxiety behind the leased car. You're comparing your whole messy reality to to 1,000 people's edited highlights, and many of them are propped up by debt the camera never shows. You're losing a race against people who are also losing. They're just losing more expensively. Want to see how expensive? Take leasing. The average lease payment right now is about $619 a month. Lease back-to-back for 20 years, and you'll pay out close to $150,000 and own nothing. Invest that same payment instead, and it grows past $300,000. That badge on the hood costs $250,000 nobody will ever see. So if the trap is this well built, how do you actually get out? The answer is simpler than you think, and it starts with one question. Section 3. Stepping off the treadmill. The people with real money already solved this, and their playbook is only 3 moves long. Look at what actual millionaires drive. The top brands are Toyota, Honda, and Ford. Jeff Bezos drove a Honda Accord years after he was already rich. Warren Buffett still lives in the house he bought in 1958. These people aren't short on options. They just decided looking wealthy wasn't worth the cost of being wealthy. Move 1. Before any purchase, ask one question. Am I buying this for me or to be seen? That single question kills an enormous amount of wasted spending because most of the appearance tax is paid for an audience that isn't even watching. And mute the accounts that make you feel behind. No budget survives a feed engineered to make you feel poor. Move 2. Make saving automatic and spending difficult, not the other way around. Send money to savings and investments the moment your paycheck lands, before your brain logs it as spendable. What you don't see, you don't miss. Move 3. Put your cash somewhere that actually pays you. Big traditional banks pay around 1/100th of 1%. $1,000 earns you a dime a year. A high-yield savings account pays around 4%. Same money, same insurance, wildly different result. And here's the part that matters if you feel behind. Your trajectory beats your position. Someone at 40 with modest savings and a high saving rate will overtake someone with a big balance and a tiny saving rate within a decade. You're not behind, you're at a turning point. Real wealth isn't what you show, it's what you keep. And what it buys is the one thing status never can: the ability to stop performing. If this changed how you see that parking lot, consider subscribing. We make money simple around here, 3 times a week. And drop a comment. What's one appearance tax purchase you've cut, or one you're cutting after today? I read every one. And if you're ready to build on this, my next video breaks down the calmest place to start investing. Safe, government-backed options paying around 4%. The foundation everything else gets built on. I'll see you there.